Hey guys, MaxLPQueen here, and welcome back to some more Pokemon Emerald Randomizer Nuzlocke Speedrun. So, in the last episode, which was episode 15, I believe, we defeated Team Magma, caught ourselves a Loudred, arrived here in Lava Ridge, and we also obtained an egg, which I believe I hatched off screen. So, we're going to check on that egg now. Unfortunately, it was actually a why not, so it was not changed, and it's actually the worst why not possible. It's a naive nature, which don't really care about, and it doesn't know any attacking type moves, so and as you guys know from a lot of our other naive Pokemon, that increases speed and decreases special defense, which I don't know if that's good or not on why not, but it doesn't know any attacking type moves, so we will not be using it at this point in time. So, in this episode, what we're going to do is, I believe we're going to take on the gym trainers, and I don't know if we're going to take on Flannery or not in this episode, but we'll just see how it turns out after we defeat all the gym trainers first, and then we'll go ahead and see about defeating Flannery if we have enough time at the end to do so. Alright, so in this episode here, I thought we would talk about some new trailers that have aired in Japan, and there's a website that I have pulled up here called christiantoday.com, and it says Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire versus the original version, new Pokemon, gameplay, items, Mega Evolutions, and more. A new video was spotted that compares the upcoming Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire to its original version and shows the differences between the two versions. So if you guys haven't seen it, Japan posted a video. I don't know if it's in English yet, I think it is, but Japan posted a video of like a simulated Game Boy Advance and the old Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire someone playing on it, old footage, and then they showed the new footage. It says the video was posted by a YouTube user, Sheets, but the user reportedly pulled it from the Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire official Japanese website. Nonetheless, fans can expect a big change on the new version of the classic Pokemon game. So, originally Japan put it up there. Apparently they took it down, probably because there was so much in there that we didn't know about yet, and all the newer stuff compared to the older stuff. So we're gonna go through some of that stuff right now. It says below are some of the differences between the two versions, so we're just gonna read over those. The first one is new gameplay. The Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire will overhaul its gameplay. According to reports, the graphics of the games are greatly improved. Thus, it will give a different feel to players even if they have already played the original versions of the games. So me, of course, already playing the original versions of the games, you guys know that what you're seeing now, will be completely different than what we see in the future when the games are out on November 21st, which is actually not very long away, so we don't have very much longer to wait. It's going to be exciting. But the gameplay, you guys know, if you played X and Y, you know what to expect. But the thing is, we know what to expect from playing X and Y, but we don't know what this game is going to feel like, because this is a remake in 3D version. X and Y was kind of like a beta of this game, because X and Y was the very first 3D game, and it's the very first 3D Pokemon game. We didn't really know what to expect, and when we got it, everybody was excited. It was a good game. I actually liked it, and I actually have played through it about twice now, and I beat the game twice. I know that's not very much, because a lot of people probably played through it a whole lot more than I have, but to me, I liked it. But the second playthrough, I started to get bored, and I didn't even read the text anymore. I just decided to do like a little Wonderlock by myself on my 3DS. And that was the fun part, and that's what kept me playing it. But the other part of it was I didn't really care about the gameplay, so it got boring after a while. But these, I feel like I'm going to keep playing these over and over and over again, because these games were my favorite. As you guys know, I've said it a whole bunch. So we can definitely expect some different gameplay footage and stuff from that. Then the second one here is the new Pokemon. It is expected that new Pokemon will be included in the new versions of the game. 3 new Pokemon are reported to join the pack: Shaman, Keldeo, and Victini. They can be obtained through a special campaign. Now, the special campaign for these guys, I believe, is only in Japan. I'm not too sure about that, because I haven't read too much on it. But apparently, Japan is going to get a special event where they can get Shaman, Keldeo, and Victini into their game. And those have never been introduced into this game before, because that was before, this game was before their time. Also, we know about the other new legendaries, or old legendaries that you can catch, I'm guessing post-game, that have never been introduced before. So that's going to be something a little bit different that we will be able to see and experience, that will give it a different feel than it originally had. Wilmer wants to learn Water Pulse here, so I'm just going to get rid of Water Gun for it, because Water Pulse is basically a better Water Gun, plus we get the confusion chance. So I think that's actually the last of the trainers, so you guys are probably going to see me walking around and trying to find the gym leader for a while now, because I actually got really frustrated. One of my least favorite gyms right now, because it's so frustrating, is the Lava Ridge gym. I haven't had as much trouble as I've had with this gym. Every time I go in there, it's like I get a brain fart or something. I forget which way to go. So I don't know if I cut it out or not, but hopefully it won't be too much and I'll be able to make my way through there. I practiced a lot. I was like, okay, you go this way, then this way, then this way. And then I get to the end and I'm like, oh my gosh, which one do I take? Do I take the one on the left or the one on the right? And that's where I got confused. So hopefully I won't get confused again. I don't know. I probably will. You'll probably see me going through here a whole lot before I actually reach the gym leader. Yeah, we're probably going to be here for a while because I actually forgot. But anyway, the third thing here we are reading about new in the games is Mega Evolution, as you guys know. One of the distinctive features of Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire is the Mega Evolutions of some of the Pokemon. So you guys see, we are actually going to take on Flannery in this episode. It actually turned out to be kind of short, so I thought, you know what, we should just go ahead and take on Flannery anyway. She shouldn't be too hard, and I think my levels are pretty high. But she did lead off with a Mewtwo, so I'm feeling a little afraid of right now, because Mewtwo is nothing to mess around with. I know from my Mewtwo, so. And she does switch out and bring in her Sceptile, predicting my Water Pulse, so definitely going to be a tough challenger. But anyway, like I was saying in the video, or in the article here, it talks about new Mega Evolutions. Of course, we know from X and Y, Mega Evolutions are definitely coming back in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, because you can't introduce them in one game and not have them come to another game. But the weird thing about it is that the Mega Evolutions that we have now, the new ones, like Mega Sceptile and Swampert and all the new Mega Evolutions, will not be able to Mega Evolve if you put them in your X and Y game. Basically making X and Y useless whenever this game comes out, because you can't Mega Evolve them. So why would you want to play X and Y and put your Sceptile over there if you can't Mega Evolve it? It doesn't make any sense. And Nintendo people have stated, the people that made the Pokemon game has stated that there will not be a patch for X and Y to where we can do that. So it's just going to be like every other game. Once they do a game, that's it, no more, and they move on to the next one, and then that one's completely forgotten about unless it gets a remake, is basically what happened to Emerald. So now we're getting the remakes, and once we get them, they'll probably move on and do something else and completely forget about them, which is usually how it goes. Alright, next, number 4, we have new items. New items will also be available to players such as Pokemon Tereta Power Strength Set, the Treat Speed Strength Set, the Pokemon Vegetable Snack Salad, and the Pokemon Sprinkles Mini Pack. However, these items can be obtained through special codes. So actually, I don't know anything about this, and I've never heard of anything like this, but I'm guessing these are all contest items. Tereta Power Strength Set, Treat Speed Strength Set, Vegetable Snack, Sprinkles. So I'm guessing it's like, let's see, maybe Cool Contest, Speed Contest, and there goes my phone. Okay, sorry about that. Had to get my phone and talk about some stuffy stuff. But anyway, back to the article here. The new items. I believe those are just going to be used in Pokemon contests, because they don't seem like they would be items that you would use in battle. I mean, Sprinkles Mini Pack, I mean, that has to be a Q contest. Come on. Why wouldn't it be anything different? As we are going to wrap up here, though, because we have defeated Flannery. She gave us TM50, which is Overheat, which we can't use right now because we don't even have a Fire-type Pokemon. And that's weird, because I figured we'd have one by now, but we don't. Anyway, run into Brendan here, and he's going to give us the Go Goggles, I believe. So we are going to be able to go to the Desert Resort, and we're going to be able to, well, actually, we're not going to be able to catch a Pokemon, because we're on Route 112 right now, or 111. And when we enter the desert, the route doesn't change, as you guys can see right now. It's still Route 111. So we're not going to be able to catch a Pokemon in there, but we will be able to catch one in the tower. And I'm going to actually try and get the tower in the next episode. What I was doing right now was leaving and coming back to see if the tower would come back, but unfortunately the tower did not come back. So I was kind of confused at first as to why it wasn't coming back, but whatever. We'll figure that out in the next episode, and we'll probably do that in the next episode. I didn't actually realize that I was going to keep going in this episode, so we'll read one more thing on this website here about the new stuff that's going to be in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and then we'll probably wrap it up after that. I actually remember now, I wanted to go ahead and take on the Desert People, just to go ahead and get that over with, because when I realized you couldn't fight any wild Pokemon, or catch another wild Pokemon because it wasn't a new route, decided to go ahead and continue just getting through with the desert real quick. Because our first Pokemon we would be able to catch would be this Hauntail here, but since we've already caught a Pokemon in that route, we can't. But anyway, number 5, the new thing will be the PokéNav Plus. According to reports, the revamped Pokemon games will feature the PokéNav Plus, which will be quite useful for players in obtaining information about their adventure. The new features will come with 4 major functions: DexNav, AreaNav, BuzzNav, and PlayNav. Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are set to hit Nintendo 3DS consoles in North America and Japan on November 21st, while the games will arrive in Europe on the 28th. They can be bought separately for $39.99 or a dual pack for $79.98. Alright. So that's going to wrap it up for that article. But yeah, the new PokéNav system. So, if you guys have not heard, or you missed the last episode, I did talk about the new PokéNav. But now we can talk about the DexNav, AreaNav, BuzzNav, and PlayNav. So the DexNav, you guys know, will have your Pokédex, and it will be very useful for you guys that like to find your hidden ability Pokemon. The AreaNav will tell you where you are, basically a map like you had in Platinum and all those, where it was on your watch, and you got to like push the buttons and change it to different ones. This is kind of how I imagine it will be for the PokéNav. And then we have the BuzzNav, which if you play the demo, you know what the BuzzNav does. it's just a woman talking about different things going on in the region, so that's something new, I guess. But I don't think a lot of people will be using it. Her information seems kind of pointless. Unless she tells us, like, where, like, different Pokemon would be at. Maybe if we had a special event and after the game was beaten, like we had before, and you could catch Pokemon in certain routes and stuff when people call you. Maybe she'll say that on the buzz nav. And then last we have the play nav, which you guys know is like X and Y, where you have your secret or super training or something like that, I think. I don't know, I never used it. You have your super training, the playing thing where you can play with your Pokemon to Me. There it is, Pokemon to Me. I can never remember that. But anyway, you'll have your Pokemon to Me, and you also have your player search system, your PSS, where we can battle and trade and stuff like that with other players. So that's going to be the new Pokénav, and I was wondering how they were going to put that into the game, because the old Pokénavs didn't really have a use. No one really used them unless you were a big person who used the map a lot, and then most of the time if you taught a Pokemon Fly, you really weren't worried about the map anyway. But we're going to fight the rest of these trainers in here in the desert, and then after we get through with the desert trainers, we're probably going to end this episode off there. You guys just saw a while ago, that Beautifly almost took out one of my Pokemon. It kept using that rollout, and I was like, how does Beautifly know rollout? Are you serious? And I was like, okay, well, I gotta go into someone that's really defensive, because it was getting its 5th rollout up there, and that was scary. Almost lost myself some Pokemons there. But luckily Shuckle has really good defenses, so shouldn't be a problem for Shuckle. And of course it wasn't. I knew it wouldn't be. We have a few more to take on here, I think, and then we should be good. I am definitely going to grind off screen, I think, before the next episode, because I believe now we have to go take on Norman on Daddy. Yeah, that's what Brendan said. He said he was going to take on Norman. So I'm going to do some grinding, actually, in the next episode. I believe we should be catching another Pokemon in the next episode as well. Actually, I don't know. I feel like we're supposed to go do that thing in Maulville first, where we have to help out Watson. And then after we do that, we should take on Norman. Unless I have it mixed up. I believe I might have it mixed up. I think we take on Norman, and then we get Surf, and then we go and help Watson. Because we can't help Watson without Surf. So that's actually what we're going to be doing next. We'll be taking on Watson in the next episode. So I don't know if I'll grind or not. My levels look pretty okay right now. But we don't know what Watson could be doing. He might actually have some pretty strong guys. But it is a randomizer though, so he probably won't have his regular Slacking, Vigoroth, and Slackoff and all them that he originally had. But that's it for the desert here. We're probably gonna wrap up the episode now. So if you liked the video, go ahead and leave a like. Subscribe to watch more of my Emerald Randomizer and Nuzlocke Speedrun, or any of my other Let's Plays on my channel. And comments are always appreciated. We can talk about the new Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire games. So until next time, guys, I will see you in our next episode.